One of the things I get asked about routinely is how do I pick the right law firm for my business or for my personal estate planning or tax planning purposes. And I'm going to take a step back and give you some objective advice as opposed to some subjective personal advice around how to pick that firm. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Martindale-Hubbell AV rating. The AV rating is a Martindale-Hubbell rating, and Martindale-Hubbell has been around for over 100 years. It's the highest peer review legal ability rating that a law firm or individual lawyer can receive. A firm's lawyers are widely recognized preeminent in their field and receive the designation of AV preeminent if they pass all the elements of the Martindale-Hubbell peer review. The term preeminent, if you haven't heard it before, is defined as meaning outstanding or one of the best. To receive an AV rating, other lawyers must nominate a law firm or lawyer in a geographic location or in that practice area. Once they're nominated, the law firm undergoes and the lawyer undergo a rigorous evaluation process by Martindale-Hubbell reps, including client and peer reviews by other lawyers, professional references, personal interviews, confidential questionnaires of clients. Only those lawyers that receive the highest ratings from both groups are given an AV rating. So you've got to not only do really well with your peers, you do really well with your clients. This is Martindale-Hubbell's highest rating, and the designation is reserved for only the most qualified and respected lawyers in the United States, and it's a significant achievement. If you're looking for top-notch legal representation and the highest standard of professional ability, it's going to be tough for you to go wrong with an AV-rated lawyer. An AV preeminent rating is a distinction given by Martindale-Hubbell, and that's a company that reviews the ratings of lawyers and law firms across the country. As mentioned, the rating is based on peer review and objective research process from various sources with the ultimate goal of recognizing attorneys that have achieved outstanding professional excellence. To receive an AV rating, the attorney must show its commitment to quality, professional ethics, safety, providing quality legal service to clients. That AV rating shows that a law firm and that lawyer has dedicated itself to meeting very, very, very high legal standards in all aspects of his practice, including professional standards of conduct. And it's highly respected among all of us lawyers that are part of the bar. For potential clients looking for legal representation, there's the recognition that AV rating has gives you some assurance that you're hiring a very proficient attorney who'll do everything possible to ensure that your case has the best possible outcome. Becoming an AV-rated attorney is a very complex and demanding process. It involves a lot of hard work, dedication, skill. An AV rating is the highest possible rating, so at least given by Martindale-Hubbell, and you need to have like 10 years of practice experience in the area of specialty. You need to have stellar credentials and receive positive confidential opinions of members of the bar in the same geographic area or legal area, developing extensive knowledge in your respective field. You are the best of the best, and it's validated by somebody outside. The firm itself, as well as the lawyer, must also achieve Martindale-Hubbell's General Ethical Standards rating. The General Ethical Standards rating denotes adherence to professional standards of conduct and ethics, reliability, diligence, and other criteria relevant to the discharge of professional responsibilities. So you know you're getting an attorney that's technically competent and ethically competent. So how do AV-rated firms compare to other firms, or AV-rated attorneys compare to other attorneys in terms of quality and service? You know, it really depends, and so this is kind of taking a little bit of a different view. You're going to find some great attorneys who are not AV rated. I'm certainly not AV rated. Most attorneys are not AV rated. Most attorneys are very proficient, very solid, can provide you with excellent service. They may fit your business and personality better than an AV rated attorney or firm, which tend to be your larger firms, and those attorneys tend to be your higher compensated ones. What you do have, however, is kind of that external validation that that attorney is both ethically competent and technically competent in the area of expertise. You're going to pay for that validation that they have that ethical and technical competence, but sometimes you get what you pay for. And so you shouldn't be afraid, particularly if you've got a complex case or you've got a situation that really needs the best of the best, to put those AV-rated attorneys on your interview list when you're determining who to choose for your representation. There's a few benefits of working with an AV-rated attorney. You know that you're getting somebody who knows their stuff. You know you're getting somebody who's well respected by their peers. And a lot of times when it comes to a legal dispute or a situation where you're negotiating, the fact that the attorney is well respected by their peers in that geographic area is going to be well known. That's going to help grease the skids to get to a satisfactory resolution of your problem. So the other thing you've got, particularly if you're coming in from out of the area, and I'll give an example. The companies that I've run we've had global companies. I've run a couple global companies. I've run companies that have done business all over the United States. And so when I've had to kind of jump into a situation where we had a lawsuit in Georgia, we didn't have anybody in Georgia. We're trying to figure out, our headquarters happened to have been in Seattle at the time, trying to figure out who we should be using. The first thing I do, knowing it's a commercial litigation, complex litigation, Georgia law, is I start looking at some of the AV-rated firms and AV-rated attorneys to see who might be a good fit. We ended up hiring that attorney because they were so well respected in the area. Opposing counsel knew who they were. We were able to get that resolved very quickly without a lot of fuss or muss, and it probably saved us a ton of money. Candidly, even though the billable hour rate was in the 4 figures per hour, we probably ended up saving money versus working with somebody who didn't have that same level of gravitas when we were going into the negotiation. So don't always be scared by the sticker shock. The right attorney and the right fit in the right situation is going to save you money. And if you don't know that particular area, you don't have somebody you can talk to, you don't have a good referral, the AV rating gives you that kind of stamp that the members of the bar in that area have said this person knows what they're doing ethically and technically. So how do you find one of these AV rated attorneys? Well, my first choice is you go out to Martindale-Hubbell Law Directory. Again, I'm not sponsored by Martindale-Hubbell, but there are some resources out there that attorneys tend to know, and that you should know as a business owner or as an individual needing legal advice. So I would go out to Martindale-Hubbell, look for their AV-rated attorneys and firms in the area that you need that attorney. Once you've done that, narrow down that list to a few folks that look like they can cover the area that you need that legal advice in, and that look like they might be a good fit for your firm. And then it's critical whenever you're hiring a professional, whether it's an accountant, an attorney, a executive coach, anybody, that you go through an interview process. You walk through, because these folks, if they're working with you, they're going to be potentially a lifetime professional advisor, if not a friend and colleague. And so I, strongly recommend that you get the right fit. So you talk to the folks, you figure out, you go through that interview process, you work through the list, find that attorney that's the right fit for your particular needs, and with just a little bit of legwork, leverage that Martindale-Hubbell directory, look at those AV ratings. If you find folks who are AV rated, that gives you that, confidence that they've got technical and ethical competence. You can then move forward with a good hire. So just wanted to give a little bit of advice about, kind of what does AV rating mean? How do I find these folks? And, where and what does it do for me? And also wanted to add, kind of those last two elements of don't be always afraid by the sticker shock. I've been in situations where we've paid 4 figures on an hourly rate and ended up, I believe, paying significantly less overall for the matter because we had the right attorney with the right credentials and the right reputation on that case. And 2, when you're going through the process, go through an interview process, make sure that you've got the right attorney that resonates with you, that you feel like you can communicate openly with, that'll get you the right results over time. And you're going to end up with a much better legal outcome as you move forward. That goes for any professional in practice as well. So until next time,